Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or those that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Talking about what happened in Bangladesh, about a Nigerian man who has been arrested on suspect of being a drug dealer. However, this actually happened in Bangladesh and he is meant to be in court. The Division of Supreme Court in Bangladesh has upheld a high court order for this particular Nigerian man who is a suspect as a drug dealer, that they approved bail for the Nigerian guy who goes by the name Anayochukwu on the condition that he has to surrender his passport, that is his Nigerian passport. That's the only condition that they're giving him to even bail him out. And however, the bench led by Chief Justice Mahmood passed the order on Thursday. That was exactly yesterday morning. And as such, the Deputy Attorney General has also represented the states regarding this particular crime of this Nigerian man who is now a suspect as a Nigerian guy living in Bangladesh for so many years. He was into another business which was illegitimate and he was caught up in his act. It was said that this particular guy, that's the Anayochukwu guy, he came to Bangladesh as a student. He was admitted into the university, that's the ASA University of Dhaka in Bangladesh. He continued his studies very well and even obtained a bachelor's degree from the Department of Pharmacy, which is even a very good course that he had to go to Bangladesh and study. He went through his studies successfully, and as such, once he ended and came out as a pharmacist student, graduated, he started his own garment business. But while he was making his small profits, he wasn't probably making as much profit as he actually wanted. He decided to now venture into another business, which was an illegitimate business. And as such, that particular business he started doing that was illegitimate was bringing him huge sums of profit. Those once you're into a business that is giving you profit, you'd want to keep doing more, even if it's legitimate or illegitimate. So long as you're having so much profit, you will keep up with the business. And as such, he kept on into his illegitimate business so long as he had a lot of money. He was dealing on methamphetamine or crystal meth as it's called. And he even had a nickname because he was now into drug. His garment business was not giving him so much as he had expected. He now decided to have both business running though, but he stuck so much into the drug business and he was given a nickname as Ice because of that particular drug business he was into. So he was well known in his street. And as such, the guy, that's the Anayochukwu guy, he joined the drug trade in Bangladesh through dark nets. That is I think the particular site they go to where they join this drug dealing businesses. So he had to join there from that dark net site. That was where he started. But his trade is not limited to the country alone. So he was even carrying out this drug business outside Bangladesh. He was frequently traveling to countries like Thailand, Malaysia, India, Uganda, Kenya, and even Singapore. So you can imagine that he was a big time drug dealer. For him to be dealing with other countries, not just one within a country, which means he was a strong drug dealer from what they are actually saying here after he was arrested, but mostly under a disguise of a business name to buy ice from there, which he later trades in Bangladesh. So he was given that nickname Ice because he disguised himself as that businessman that usually go to get ice and trade into Bangladesh, that he'll go to all these countries that I had just mentioned and get ice and then come down to Bangladesh and trade them. But he was given that nickname because of that drug business, the crystal meth he was actually dealing with. However, the Department of Narcotics Control said, acting on a tip of, they arrested this particular guy. That's the Anayochukwu guy. He was arrested with 50 grams of ice during a drug drive in that particular area that is within the Bangladesh. But later, upon further interrogations, they recovered 472 grams of ice from the Anayochukwu's residence in Dhaka, that is in Bangladesh, where he was living. And as such, after primary interrogations too, Anayochukwu admitted to being a dealer and also a supplier of crystal meth in 7 to 8 countries other than Bangladesh. You can see that he was a huge drug dealer. For somebody who is into drug business and dealing with countries, not just state, not within the particular country, not within the states, he exceeded that and was even into other countries, over 7 countries that he was dealing with this particular drug. But right now, he's being held, and the only way he can be bailed is if he now surrenders his Nigerian passport. He has to surrender the passport, which means, and you know what it means, once you've surrendered your Nigerian passport, obviously you can't have any claim at all anymore. Bangladesh would now take over and handle it with you there and there, since you are in their country. Because if you still have your passport, it still shows your identity as a Nigerian. But once that passport is taken away from you, you don't have any identification as a Nigerian. You are now in Bangladesh and you are being owned by Bangladesh at that particular period. And whatever happens, it will be within Bangladesh, not even in your country anymore. So it's going to even be a very terrible thing. It's going to be worse, because once you surrender your passport, where do you belong? Obviously, they will collect whatever passport he has that he entered into Bangladesh with, or whatever visa he had as a student. Definitely, they are going to collect it from him. So you can imagine, if they eventually collect his Nigerian passport, he is like a no man's land this time around, because there's no passport to identify him as even a Nigerian. So right now, he'll be handled with and by the Bangladesh government. It's such a pain. Now his family will be wherever they are and then see their child who had left Nigeria to Bangladesh for studies. If this whole incident is real about this Nigerian guy, although they said he had already confessed, and there was a statement saying allegedly, there was no statement saying allegedly, in the sense that they are not sure. Here, everything has been proved because he has already confessed to dealing with this drug, that's the crystal meth, which is a painful thing for his family right now. He was sent down to Bangladesh, he went there, and he had studied a very good course. Pharmacy, come out as a pharmacist. You are a big person. Even if you had gone back to Nigeria as a pharmacist, you get a very good job, you can make it very well even as a pharmacist. If since he had that kind of money he had, at least even with the little garment business he was doing, he would have just tried to be patient and push up, or continued, or even open a pharmacy store or something, rather than getting himself involved. Right now, he has lost everything. The little money he was earning from his business is gone. He can't even have to eat or enjoy out of his sweat. The illegitimate business he was doing, traveling all around the countries, whatever huge sum of money he had acquired, he can't even live to enjoy because everything will be taken away from him. He'll be left with virtually nothing. God knows how they are going to handle him this time around, because if he eventually surrenders his passport, which means right now he belongs to Bangladesh government. And in that case, Nigeria will not even have a say because he doesn't have a passport with him. He can't identify himself as a Nigerian if that passport is taken away. So right now, this condition is even very difficult. If it was even a situation where they had requested for his money, some huge amount of money for him to be bailed, it would have been better. So probably if they bail him and if he gets a good lawyer, he may even be deported back to Nigeria, even empty-handed. It's better than your passport taken away from you. You are in jail in another country and you don't even have any passport to identify yourself. So you'll be a man with no identity, which makes it worse for him. It's so painful for his family and friends to see this kind of a thing. And you know, anything that comes out like that, issues like this is always an open thing that every other person, irrespective of the country where you are, you will get to see this. Please, it's a lesson for everybody. It's just greed. If this guy was actually contented with the little profit he was earning, legal business, you're in a different country, you've earned a degree, a very good course, pharmacy, and you are into another business of making garments. You have your own hand creative work, and then you have the knowledge upstairs for being a pharmacist. So why didn't he make good use of it? It would have paid him better. One thing again is patience. Some people are not patient. They want this quick money. And that was what led this guy into this. He felt the garment was not giving him enough profit as he needed. And then the myth, he tried it at first. He saw the huge sum of profits. He decided to continue. That is how it's very tempting. Those kind of businesses are very tempting. At the point when you say, okay, maybe let me stop here. Maybe that's when you now hit another huge profit. You say, okay, let me try another one. Another huge profit. That's how you just see yourself. You continue and eventually becomes like a normal business for you and you just carry on. People should be patient, one, and people should not allow greed to take over their lives. Greed is what has led this guy who has acquired a very good degree from another country. Rather than you using it, you would have even gone back to your country with that degree and you'll make a very good, cool money, legitimate money, being a pharmacist. You could go, some of the hospitals will take you, and some pharmacy, big pharmacies, you could also go there and start off from the scratch. It's such a pain because this guy had all it took for him to start off something good, which he started and decided to venture into something very dangerous for his own life and his family. He has now endangered his life. His family can't do anything. And once they collect this passport from him, his family can't even come to now request that they want their son or they want it handled in Nigeria. What proof does he have as a Nigerian if the passport is taken away from him? People should please learn from this. Learn to do a honest job. Learn to do a business that will pay you clean money. It's better you have very little legitimate money than having millions of illegitimate money. Most times it doesn't end well for people who get involved into businesses like this. Please and please, people should be contented with the little they are getting and work hard and pray that God should help and increase your barn, increase your source of wealth. It will go a long way if you're doing an honest job. But once you get into that illegitimate job because of the money you're getting, you will end up losing. You won't even enjoy that money. You may even lose your life. Some of them are short. Some of them, when they get them, when they're on rampage, they exchange gunfire, and then in the end, some of them die, lose their lives from there. So what have you gained? Rather, you have lost a lot. People should please be mindful of the kind of businesses they venture into. Don't be carried away with this money, because you may end up not even enjoying the money at the end. You would lose in both aspects. Only God knows what would happen to Anayochukwu at the end of their verdict. Who knows? And he had appeared in court. That was yesterday, 7th, for this final order that was given that he has to surrender his passport. Friends, please, everyone should be mindful, be watchful, be careful of what you get involved into. Ask questions. Someone may call you, say, come, let's do this. I made this huge amount of money. Please make inquiry. Some people may not tell you the truth about what they are doing. They will just put you in, and then once you're in, you can't get out anymore. Find out, make verifications, get details before you venture into any kind of business. Don't be carried away with money. This money, the Bible says, is the root of all evil. It's important to have money. It's good to have money, but good money gotten from a good, right, legitimate source, that is the best. Friends, whatever you think about this, please put down your comments down below. Thank you everyone for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Once again, thank you. God bless you all.